If there were no sharks, algae could take over the ocean. Now, both of these paragraphs are about sharks, so in one sense, it's true that the passage as a whole is about sharks. I'm gonna just draw a little shark.
Dang it!
He's so scary. Look at those very sharp teeth. Anyway, the topic is sharks, but what's the idea here in each paragraph? Paragraph 1 says sharks are deadly, and here's why. And paragraph 2 says it's because of their deadliness that they need to be protected, because big predator species balance ecosystems. These are two ideas that are separate but interrelated. Sharks are deadly, sharks need protecting. On its face, those two ideas almost seem like they contradict each other or cancel each other out. But they are two separate threads that each support the overall topic of sharks. There are two distinct ideas here with equal importance. This passage teaches us that A, sharks are deadly, so they are scary, and B, deadly animals must be protected because they are important. Neither of these ideas are more or less important than one another. They are both main ideas. When you're considering whether or not there are two or more main ideas, ask yourself, are both X and Y equally important understandings from this passage, or is it just one idea supporting another? So with this in mind, you too can learn to travel in two directions at once, with the power of your mind and the power of reading. You can learn anything. David F. How can you be in two places at once when you're not anywhere at all?
Huh? Riker, why are you talking about me? You talking smack?
How writers use them in informational texts. As writers, we employ examples to help explain ideas, and as readers, we use those examples to grab hold of those ideas and better understand them. If I tell you that I have weird hobbies, I need to back up that statement with some examples. I need to illustrate just how weird they are. So if I say my hobbies include going for walks, reading books, and drinking tea, those are very ordinary interests. They're not weird at all. Not a good example. I need to be more selective and better support my claim that my hobbies are strange. So instead, I could say my hobbies include puppeteering, making bubble tea from scratch, and learning to read Middle English. Well, now we're getting somewhere, right? Now you're starting to understand just how much of a weirdo this David guy is. What is the function of an example? What does it do? When you come across an example, ask yourself, what purpose does this example serve? Why did the author introduce this detail here? How does this example connect to the text overall? Does it form a pattern with other details? And if so, what does that pattern tell me? And finally, we ask ourselves, does this example raise other questions? Let's look at a text and evaluate its examples. Here's an excerpt from a piece about the author J.M. Barrie, the creator of Peter Pan. Barrie didn't have just one version. He made changes along.